Are these the perfect in-ear headphones? I don't know. Is there such a thing as a perfect in-ear headphone? I mean, they all have their little features and flaws, but I really like these. So my name is Patrick. It's time to talk about the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pros by Anker. Music is food for the soul. Anything can be music, and everybody has an opinion on music.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
And I've listened to Beats headphones. I've tried out AirPods, AirPod Maxes. I've tried Jabras. I've tried JBLs, Bose, all of these different headphones. And man, like I said, so many of them have great features. They all have their little quirks and little gimmicks to get people to buy them, enjoy them, what have you. And Anker is no exception. I tried out Anker's Soundcore over-ear headphones a while back, and I still have them. I absolutely love them. But when it comes to in-ear headphones, I am way more picky. And the brand I have stuck with for such a long time is Jabra. Now, Jabra is not the most feature-rich headphone, but when I was I'm a musician, so when I was getting my ears molded for custom in-ear monitors, the audiologist said, "Wow, you have very tiny ear canals." Brag? It's tough for me to find a headphone that fits well in my ears, and Jabra fits so good. Not their newer models, but their older models. This is actually the 75T. Now, this is something important we need to bring up. None of this is sponsored. I buy these headphones with my own money. But you know what helps me out? Down in the description is a link to these headphones, and if you want to check them out, click that link. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. Also, like this video, subscribe, do all the things. I did buy these with my own money, though. Let's keep going. So sometimes, right off the bat, I will get a new pair of in-ear headphones. I'll put them in and immediately know these are not for me, just because of the way they fit. And that's the way I felt initially when I got these Soundcore Liberty 4 Pros. I pulled out the headphone, I put it in, and as you can see, and this is not a comparison to Jabra, I'm just comparing it to what I normally use. This seems more slim, but it does feel bigger having that larger stem coming out of your ear canal. But putting this in my ear fits really tight, really snug, active noise canceling, all of the things. This fits a little looser, but after wearing it for a while, it actually started to feel very, very good. So fit check. Fit check, it worked for me, but it was a little deceiving at first. I have heard people say they wish there was a little bit more variety on the tips that you can take and add to the Anker Soundcore Liberty 4 Pros. But I found that these fit pretty well. Okay, and then like all other headphones, they have, not all other headphones, like many other in-ear headphones, they have active noise canceling. You're able to connect to multiple devices at once. It does have some really interesting controls, and it has an app that works really, really well to get your headphones sounding and operating the way you want. Let's actually go through some of those features. So when I place the Anker Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro, why with all the names? When they're in my ears, I hear a noise to let me know they're connected to my phone. I can play music, podcasts, what have you. If I pull one headphone out, either headphone out, the music automatically pauses, and then when I put it back in, it automatically plays again. If I want, I can pull a headphone out and continue playing music in just one ear for both headphones. I can do that with the right headphone or the left. This is not the same with older headphones. So with my Jabras, if the headphones are in and I want to listen to just one of I want to have one out, I can do that with the right ear. I can't play music or my podcast with the left ear in, okay? It just has to be the right ear. Now, with the Jabras as well, pull a headphone out, play pause, automatic, great. But I like the fact that I can listen to either ear just by itself. Now, here's where I start to get a little frustrated with these Anker headphones. When I am playing my music, obviously you want to have some sort of a control. With the Jabras, you have push buttons on the side. And as you can see, They're large is not the right word, but there's, a pretty large surface area here where I can just press a button, play, pause music, activate Siri, hang up phone calls, things like that. You do all of this on the anchors using the stem of the headphone, okay? And there have been multiple times where, first of all, if I want to turn the volume up or down, I swipe like this. Does this not look absolutely ridiculous? Okay, and then it lets me know when the volume's at the max. Turn it down. All the way down, right? Great, whatever. Having to rub the headphone to turn the volume up and down, it's not for me. Secondly, if I want to hang up a phone call, answer a phone call, play music, skip tracks, I am squeezing the stem. Not uncommon. It takes me sometimes 3 or 4 tries squeezing the headphone differently before I finally get it to where I've actually triggered that play pause feature. This right here is enough for me to want to get rid of the headphones. Now you might be sitting there thinking that hasn't been my experience. I love how the squeeze stem works for playing and pausing music. That's great. Again, just not for me. But what really sets these headphones apart from the rest of the pack are 2 things. One, volume. These are probably the loudest in-ear headphones I've used in a long time. The volume is nice. Now, you have to be careful with your hearing there, but there have been some scenarios where I'm like listening to, let's say, Beats Studio Buds, and I'm like, man, these just aren't loud enough. I just want to I want to crank it. I'm on a plane or I'm working out. Mostly the plane. Yeah. But I want to just blast some music. These really will give you some volume, but again, be very, very careful with that. You don't want to damage your hearing. But the other thing that sets these headphones apart is the case.
Wow.
This case not only charges the headphones, put it in, charges, it also gives you a reading on the front of where the charge level is for, let's say, headphone number 1 or headphone number 2. Throw it in there. And it tells me, see, this one's at 99%. The other one is at 100%. And it charges these quickly. But this readout is so great. Once it tells you what the charge level is at, you will see this reading where it's telling you the ANC, active noise canceling, what level you're at. And straight from the case, you can just swipe your finger to the left. Let me see if I can show you here. Or right, and you can see it's turning up or down that active noise canceling. I think that's really cool to have right on the case, because normally what you're doing is you're trying to fumble through triggers on the device, or you're opening up the app in order to make those changes. So the case has some controls right on it. I think that's incredible. One other thing that I've really enjoyed using is the app that Soundcore has paired with their headphones. So as you can see, I've tried out several Anker headphones, the C30Is, not for me. I've tried out the Space ones, loved the Space ones. And then the Liberty 4 Pros, which jury's still out. There's some features I really, really like. Not sure if they're for me. But as you can see, open the app, it's telling you, battery life. You touch the headphones. Updates are important. Okay, as you can see, I have ambient sound, which I can turn up or down. Sorry, active noise canceling under ambient sound. I can also turn on this airplane mode, but I'm going to keep ambient sound selected. I also have wind noise reduction. And then if you want information about any of these things, you touch the little eye. Turning on this function can reduce or avoid noise interference caused by wind. Got it. You also have touch controls over here. Now, I already talked about how I don't enjoy the touch controls. That's just me. I'm sure they work for a lot of people. It's not for me. Oh, I closed the case. Open it back up. Gotta remember that. This case is a little addictive. Flicking it open and closed. It's really nice. I like the way they put this together. Okay. I do have these touch controls here. I can change the controls for right or left headphones, making them different. And then I have EQ. Now, I can do a Hear ID sound test, take a Hear ID sound test to understand your hearing ability, I'm 42. I don't know if I want to do that. That might be scary.
Too old.
I have spatial audio, head tracking or fix. I have a preference test that I can run here. This looks really cool, but I'm going to exit for now. You can select some of these default signature EQs for the headphones: bass booster, acoustic, deep, electronic, lounge, whatever. I also can select custom EQ and really dial in my own settings. This is great. More and more headphone companies are doing this, where you can dial in your own sound. You can also create multiple custom EQs. So I think the app sets these headphones apart. I think the case features set this headphone system apart. I don't love the fit right away, but I am getting used to it, and I see it as totally workable, even though multiple people have said, hey, listen, I wish there were different sized tips. My biggest gripe about these headphones is those controls. Can I get over it? I'm going to test them a little bit longer and see. My Anker over-ear headphones, I've kept forever. The ones that clip onto your ears, immediate no for me. But these could be a win. I'm going to hang on to them and try them for a little bit longer. I think it's fair to say that I'm not fully sold on these, but I am enjoying them. And if you like headphones, you shouldn't just watch this video. You should also watch this one, because you're going to like it.